Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
I
check
think
up
it's
with
being,
Priyanka. Priyanka ji.
it is being done, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So hello everyone. So yesterday we discussed treatise 10, treatise 11, which was on heart. Okay. And today we will discuss treatise 12, which is on lungs. See, each book is so elaborate that easily it can be taught for good 4 to 6 months. But we don't have the luxury of the time. So we have about 1.5 hours. The way that we discussed yesterday, was that okay? Should we go ahead in that way or some other way?
This was perfectly okay, sir.
Okay, others?
Yes, sir, it was fine.
That's fine.
Yes, sir.
So this also will go through that way itself. Okay, fine.
गुड इवनिंग सर. गुड इवनिंग सर.
Evening.
सर
Okay.
मैं तो थोड़ा सा ही क्लास ज्वाइन कर पाया था. मैं लेट ज्वाइन हुआ था, तो उसका वीडियोस वगैरह मिल जाएगा क्या?
See, if you type Ishan acupressure in YouTube, so you will find Ishan channel. And in that, click on live stream, like you have videos and live stream. If you click on live stream, there the revision classes recordings will be available. Okay. So, and yesterday's class will also be available. Okay. So I will try to communicate the concepts. Okay. It is not possible to get into all the details, but some important concepts which will help you in your diagnosis and treating the patients related to lungs. Okay. Okay. So we'll try to understand the concept of lungs as per TCM. Most of us know how things work based on anatomy physiology, that is the allopathic way of system. But in TCM, the lungs does more than just supplying oxygen to the body. Okay, fine. Supplying oxygen to the body is one of the many things that lungs does as per traditional Chinese medicine. Okay. So this is treatise 12. It is on lungs. So what are the things that lungs does? Apart, okay, we'll write first one is supply oxygen. Supply oxygen to the body. Apart from this, what else does the lungs do as per traditional Chinese medicine? Fifth sem. How come?
Regulation of water also.
Pardon?
Regulation of water.
What of water?
Body water, like regulates the water level also.
Circulates. Okay. Circulating the water. Okay. Manages the water to a certain extent in the body. Can we say that?
Yeah.
Manages water in the body to a certain extent. Why? Say if the kidney fails in a person, no, the water is sent out in the form of urine, right? Wastewater is sent out in the form of urine, but it is also sent out in the form of sweat,
Sweat also.
right? And that sweat is through skin. And
Manage
skin
skin
is
and
managed by lungs.
lungs.
Okay. So through perspiration, so there is balance of management of water is done in the body, and it is like a secondary excretion of water, right, in the form of sweat. It is not only that, it also does other ways, okay, which we will probably take it up. And what else?
Excretion of carbon dioxide.
Yeah, supply oxygen to the body and removes
Removes carbon dioxide.
carbon dioxide. Okay.
Blood filtration.
How does it do blood filtration?
कैपिलरीज से हम इनहेल करते हैं.
Transports the blood.
Filtration of blood is done through
Kidney.
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 Is it not?
Correct.
Right. Filtration of blood is done through kidney. What else? What else does
Nourish the skin and like nails and all.
nourish?
Nourishes the skin or the skin.
Okay. Nourishes / manages skin and what
Hair.
else?
Skin and hair.
Skin and
Skin and hair. Hair.
Hair.
skin and hair. There is a very important word missing over there. Skin and
Body hair.
Body hair.
skin and body
Body.
hair.
Body hair.
Because the head hair is managed by
Kidney.
Kidney.
kidney. And what else?
It helps to in food key.
What food key?
Defensive key, I think.
Huh?
Defensive and gathering key it helps.
Repeat the statement. Dinesh.
It
Bal-
helps to prepare defensive key.
Ah,
To make,
it
helps to make
creates and manages defensive chi around the body. What else? What else? Hmm? So this figure yesterday that we wrote, should be in your mind at all times. So lungs has work to be done in heart. Lungs has work to be done in spleen, stomach, like in heart, small intestine, like, right? We have written lungs, large intestine. There is some work which lungs is doing in heart and small intestine. And there is some work that lungs is doing in spleen and stomach. A lot of work it is doing in its own self, lungs and large intestine. And it is also doing some work in kidney UB. And it is also doing some work in liver, gallbladder. What is it
So
doing?
it controls all the meridians.
It does work. See, every organ does work in every other organ. This is how it is distributed. Now, when I say that lungs does some work in heart and small intestine, I am not saying
It carries oxygenated blood from heart.
okay, that is a very, very what simplistic way of seeing things as per allopathic system. It transfers oxygen to the blood and blood circulates in all parts. It is a very small or known thing. But there are many other unknown things. And for you to diagnose problem, so you will have to understand all the subtleties, refined functioning of lungs in other organs. Apart from lungs functioning on itself, that is lungs and large intestine, how does it function in other organs is something which you will have to understand. Any insights?
Helps in sound and voice.
Yes, helps in the volume, helps in the generation of the volume of voice, helps in the creation of, or helps in the volume control of voice. Okay, how much volume, that is the intensity of the speech is coming, is managed by lungs. But the modulations, the speech volume is controlled by lungs, and the modulations of the speech is controlled by
Heart.
heart. Okay, very good. What else?
It disperses Cre downwards from lungs to kidney.
Very good. It disperse chi downwards from lungs to kidney. Very important. And what else?
Sir, when food reaches to the lungs, where air is entered into to the food key and forms the gathering key.
Okay, mixes
That
air chi
gathering
to nutrition chi.
nutrition key.
Right?
Sir, you can. What is the difference between defensive and the gathering key, sir?
What is the difference between gathering key and
defensive
chi? Okay. Okay, defensive chi is something which is protecting the body. So there is a defensive chi which is circulating right below the skin. So that whenever there is an external pathogen which comes, which tries to enter, it sends it back. This is defensive chi. Okay. The gathering chi, apart from this part, okay, I can put it in this way. Okay, we'll draw the creative cycle once again. Okay, I'll write it in a simplistic way. So we have spleen and stomach. From there, it is going to lungs and large intestine, right? This is the spleen and stomach is the mother of lungs and large intestine. So spleen and stomach is sending what? It is sending the food enters, the food comes through, the food enters through this food chi, enters through stomach and spleen. They manage the food chi. So, and the food is getting, but what comes out is nutritive chi. Can we say that? The extraction of all the food. When the nutrition is extracted from the food, so what comes out is nutritive. Can we say this?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, what comes into lungs is air chi. Now, the air chi mixes with
Nutritive.
chi. Air chi plus chi is equal to
Gathering.
Gathering chi. Plus defensive chi. You can okay. What defensive chi is doing? It is supplied to the outside of the body. Right? It is supplied to the outside of on the surface part below the skin. It protects the outside.
External.
Okay, it protects the, I can say, external. Protects external part, protects external areas, protects external part of
body
body.
external body या external organs sir?
External area of the body. External area of the body. Okay. Now, air chi came, and from here, it has to go to next to
Kidney UB.
now. From this, one part has gone to outside of the body in the form of defensive chi. And what goes in to the next part is gathering chi.
Gathering chi.
Okay. Clear?
Yes.
Whoever asked the question, they are okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So this goes into the internal part of the body. So it is, there are many types of chi. We will totally drift into some other subject if we take into that. Okay. What else does lungs? What other things does lungs do?
It gives
Sir, the
energy for excretion.
Energy for
Excretion.
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 Fantastic.
Uh,
Fantastic.
For-
Energy for any
Sir,
kind of, pardon?
Forces come from lungs for body.
Okay. Provides energy, excretion. Okay. How? How?
gives through large intestine, I think.
See, any kind of any kind of push that the body is doing, there the involvement of lungs is there. It will take, okay, let's take an example. It provides, I will say back pressure. Can I say this as back pressure? Okay. How it functions is, imagine a syringe. Okay. There is a syringe. Okay, there is a syringe. And there is one where we press the syringe. There is one part which now when there is a pressure which applies, what happens? The liquid, whatever is there in the inside the syringe,
Come out.
inside the syringe, so it comes out. Right? So this is the back pressure. So if there is more pressure, it will come out with a higher force. If it is with lesser pressure, it will come with lesser force. Comes out with lesser force. And if it is medium, it comes with medium force. Right? So it involves high pressure, high, low, and moderate. On how much pressure the back pressure is there, that much force with which the content will move forward. And who gives this back pressure? It is in the body, it is lungs provides this back pressure. How? Wherever the things has to go out with a force. For example, your urination. Example, urination. So if the urine is not coming out with force, okay, and if there is ovary, and inside there are eggs. Now follicles. Now it has to come out. Come out. The egg has to come out. So does it require back pressure?
Yes, sir.
Without back pressure, will it come?
No.
So if the back pressure is low, it will not come out. Right? So example is this. And there are so many different scenarios where something which has to come move from one area to the other area with pressure. Anything in the body. A major part comes through lungs. How? 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 That is the, like, if you don't know how, then you will not be able to use these concepts in your diagnosis and fix the problem. How does it come?
It has air pressure.
How? How is it? It has air pressure. How is it building?
Inhaling.
Hmm? Okay, let's try to understand it in this way. You know the bicycle pump, right? Bicycle pump, all of you have seen, right? Okay. So there is a valve, and in that, so you have right. What does the bicycle pump do? So this goes in and comes out. That is what it is doing, right? By doing, it is going in and coming out. By doing that, what is happening? The air is moving here. And then when it is going to the wheel, the tube, what is happening? It is pumping air and it is building the pressure inside the tube. Right? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The pressure is getting built in the tube because of what? Because of
Pumping.
the up and down
Pump.
movement of the, we can say it as piston or handle. Can we say? The up
Yeah.
and down of the piston is creating pressure in the tube.
Tube.
Please give me a moment.
Mm.
Okay, sorry. So whenever there is up and down movement, what is happening? There is expansion and there is contraction. Expansion inside the cylinder and contraction. Because of this expansion and contraction, what is happening? The air pressure is getting built up in the tube. And similarly, what is being done by the lungs? What is being done by the lungs? What is being done by the lungs?
Inhale and exhale of air.
When we inhale, it is expansion. And when we
Expand.
exhale, it is contraction. Inhale, exhale.
Exhale.
Expansion, contraction. Expansion and contraction. With this, what is happening? With this, what is happening? Some type of
Building
pressure is
pressure.
building. Some type of pressure is being built within the body. Yes, no?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Say if I take inhale with say 10 units. Okay, inhale with 10 units of pressure. Okay, 10 units of pressure. And exhale with, let's say, 8 units of pressure. The remaining of 2 units, where did it go? The remaining 2 units, where did it go?
Different organs.
To different organs.
It went inside the body. Right? Remaining 2 units of pressure goes inside the body. Give me a moment, please.
Sir, you're my mute.
Okay. I'm trying to hold on. Hold on for a moment. Okay. So how it is done, that part, it has its own complexities. I have oversimplified and presented it to you so that you can understand. Okay. Is it making sense to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This concept is known as kumbhak in the Ayurveda, which we use when needed to do something with Force. Anything
Force.
may be little or more force pressure. Okay. So, Rechak, Purak, and Kumbhak. Okay.
Yes, sir. Actually, what I could understand, when we need to lift anything from the floor which is heavy, then we have to inhale, but we do not exhale. We stop breathing for a while. And that is how lungs actually, what you are trying to explain here. So,
It is, that is a very small part of what you have understood, but it has,
no, exactly. But in as a term, if I relate in Ayurveda, it is known as kumbha, which helps
okay.
in
Yes.
every activity to perform.
So in Ayurveda also there is Rechak, Purak, and Kumbhak, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Rechak is
Inhale. Yeah.
No,
Rechak.
Rechak is
Exhale, right?
exhale. Yes, Purak is inhale.
Purak is inhale.
Rechak.
And kumbhak is
Purak means Puran karna. So Rechak,
Purak.
Purak. Purak is inhale. What happened? Inhale, and Kumbhak is holding. Okay. Fine. Fine. So this pressure works in so many different ways, and like the entire science is quite complex. No, we will not get into all of the details. And this is my way of thinking. It is not there in the book. No, it is just my way of thinking. I hope this is clear to all of you. Okay. And next thing is, see, it does so many different types of work apart from inhalation and exhalation. Okay. So now, but the major part is, no, the main part of the lungs is to do the respiration, that is inhalation plus exhalation. Now, respiration is equal to inhalation plus everybody okay with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, in allopathy, the Western medicine, it says that both inhalation and exhalation is done by lungs. Okay. By lungs. As per allopathy. But what TCM says is inhalation is managed by
Kidney.
lungs. Kidney. Managed by And the exhalation is managed by
Lungs.
Lung.
managed by lungs. As per
TCM.
how meaningful is this statement?
Very meaningful.
Very meaningful. Now you go and talk to an allopath doctor. What will they say?
They'll slap on my face.
They'll laugh at you. If they don't slap, at least they will laugh at you. Right? Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
How? How? That is the tough part. How? Huh? How does it make sense? Hmm?
Energy of kidney वो उसको अपवर्ड जाती है, वो किडनी का एनर्जी वो उसको इनहेलेशन के लिए वो हेल्प करती है.
Imagine that you are talking to an allopath doctor and now you explain me.
Sorry, sir.
Huh? Hmm? Who will attempt to explain to an allopath doctor? Any doctors here? Huh?
Sir, in the medulla, there is a inhalation or exhalation centers, na?
Okay.
According to the allopathy, there are the centers in medulla and pons which are responsible for the respiration of the lungs.
Now, where is the kidney coming into the picture? Should I go into the mechanics of it or just say it is managed by kidney lungs and I'll move on to the next chapter?
नहीं sir.
Yes, sir, detail.
So please tell in detail.
Please tell in detail. Acha. The revision will not happen of treatise 12 then. What do you want to know? Treatise 12 or this part?
For me, this part.
Others?
So the reason is if we have a basic sound, then we can manage anything.
What about others?
Correct, sir.
Yes, sir,
Please
this is
explain
a very
this.
big question for us.
Pardon?
Yes, sir, this is a very big question. How kidney manage that inhalation?
Okay. Fine. We'll discuss a little bit of this. So we have these set of organs. Okay. Lungs. What is lungs? What does lungs have? Okay. So it has alveoli. Right? So it has plenty of alveoli. It is like a balloon. Alveoli. It is like a balloon structure. Right? And this is where the oxygen and inhalation and exchange of the airs happen. So the oxygen goes out. Oxygen comes in and carbon dioxide goes out. And in that there is blood vessels which are circulating around the heart. Okay. There is a complex web of blood vessels which are capillaries, where it is the blue lines is where there is carbon dioxide excess, and where the red is excess of oxygen. Okay. Now this is like a balloon. Yes, no. It expands and contracts, expands and contracts. Everybody okay up to this point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Like it is like a balloon. Now, all of you would have blown balloon in your life at some point of time. There are two ways of blowing a balloon. Okay, where I can hold the balloon like this and I can blow like this. Okay, I can hold two hands at the entrance of the balloon and I can blow the balloon like this. And another way of blowing the balloon is in one hand I hold the opening and in the other hand I hold the other end and stretch the balloon and then I blow it. Which method is more easier to blow?
Stretch
Second
and
one.
Huh?
The second one.
stretching and
Without stretching?
Or with stretching as was convenient when I was childhood.
Yeah, with stretching. So it is with stretching that is more
Convenient.
convenient. It is more efficient, right? This is more efficient way of filling the air inside the balloon. Everybody agrees to it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
this is also a balloon. So the same stretching mechanism has to be applied because body is the most efficient machine. Yes, no? In the
Yes, sir.
existence. Body is the most efficient piece of machine in the entire existence.
Yes.
Only thing is, this machine is made up of biodegradable materials. Okay. Now, if I need to stretch it, I need two anchors, one holding at the one end and other holding at the other end. So if it is with stretching, requires two anchors. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Or can it be done with only one?
Yes.
Now we have so many yin organs. Let's say yin organs. What are the yin organs that we have? We have heart. Okay.
Lungs.
We have spleen. We have liver.
Liver, lungs, kidney.
And we have lungs. And we have and among all of these yin organs, or we can say yang organs also. What are the yang organs? Small intestine, stomach,
gallbladder, large intestine, kidney.
all of them are like one unit, like one organ, one piece of organ. Okay, heart is like one block. Within that there are 4 chambers. Okay, it is but one piece of organ. The same is with the spleen, right? And the same is with the liver. Liver is it, even though it has 2 lobes, but it is like just one piece of organ. And the same is with all the yang organs. They are all one piece of organ. Small intestine is one tube, large intestine is one tube, stomach is like one tube, gallbladder is one pouch, urinary bladder is one pouch. Among all of this, except lungs and kidney, all of them are one piece of organ. Only lungs and kidney are two separate lobes, right? Okay, left and right. Okay, so this is lungs, and we have kidney. We have two, left and right kidney. Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So these are the only two organs which has two separate functioning pieces. Now, if you see the ultrasound report, generally it is mentioned. There is one statement mentioned: kidney dash with respiration. What is that? What is that? Huh? Kidney dash with respiration. What is the dash? Every place in all the organs, when they are doing ultrasound, they only mention that part. But when it comes to kidney, they mention something.
Kidney moving with respirations.
Kidney moving with the respiration. It means that there is some type of involvement happening between the kidney and respiration. Everybody has noticed this in the ultrasound report. Yes, no?
No.
Hope so.
No? Now, in some of them, it is not mentioned, but in some it is mentioned. So you have to pay attention. So now there is a direct alignment between this. So I am joining or combining the modern science also to, it should not feel that it is some kind of cock and bull story, that which I am telling. There is some kind of scientific current backing also. It may not be like that. So the alveoli which is there, so during the, when the air has to be filled, only then the stretching is required in the balloon, isn't it? When you fill the air, you require the stretch. And when you have to empty the balloon, do you require this stretching part? Only one is sufficient. It will exhale. So now this stretching part is managed by kidney. So this lungs is resting on, what? The lungs is resting on diaphragm. Diaphragm. And the diaphragm moves. And that movement enables the lungs to suck the air in. Clear? When the diaphragm moves downwards, what happens? The lungs is able to inhale And when the diaphragm relaxes, the exhalation happens. So if the diaphragm has to move down, the organ which is below the diaphragm, will it have some work?
Definitely, yes, sir.
Right?
Yes.
So, and which is the organ which is below the diaphragm?
Kidney.
Which is two, right? It is the kidney.
Both the kidneys.
Both the kidneys, like two lobes and two kidneys. So the downward movement, the stretching is associated with kidney, and the air gets filled in, and then while the kidney is pulling, what is happening? The lungs is just holding the other end. Right? The air goes in and the kidney releases. Now what happens? Whatever the oxygen carbon dioxide exchange was supposed to happen from this okay, I'll write. The one end was held by lungs. And when the kidney pulls, what happens? The fresh air goes in. So it goes in. And when it leaves out, so the carbon dioxide part is coming out. Okay. Up to this part, logically, is it making sense to you? I'm not saying scientifically.
Yes, sir.
I'm not trying to make it scientific, but I'm trying to make it logical. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anybody has doubt on this part? Why only kidney? Why not some other organ? So it requires two anchors, no? One is lungs. Second, why kidney? Why not some other organ?
Kidney is only having two things.
Two parts, left and right.
Okay, because I told you are telling that. Any other reason? At least those who are in second semester, in the beginning part of treatise 7, it is mentioned.
So lungs send key downwards to kidney. Is it the reason?
Okay, but why kidney? I'm telling it could have been liver or urinary bladder.
Kidney has essence. Kidney has
Please,
essence.
since
How does it matter? How does it matter?
Kidney receives energy from kidney essence and
Okay, so what? So what?
filtering facility available in
also
both
getting
sides.
to breathe from air that is also from heaven.
Pardon?
The air we get that is also from heaven, like from environment.
So what? My question is why kidney for inhalation?
We say it is a pure key in
There should be a proper reasoning, right?
okay.
There should be a clear-cut reasoning. Why kidney? Okay, it has kidney essence. Let's say kidney has
Produces chi to the body.
no. Kidney has what? Kidney essence. So what? So what? So what? Khemka sir has written in the beginning part of the treatise 7 that whenever somebody takes a birth, whenever someone takes birth, they come with a fixed number of breaths, a prefixed number of breaths. They take birth with they come with fixed number of breath. Have you read it? If not, read it. So it is fixed number of breath. For this body, this much amount of breath is fixed, and with that the body comes out. And where is that information stored? It is stored in
essence,
kidney essence. Let's say there is 1,000 breath given, and so it is like a counter. So it is started with 1,000. You take one breath, so -1 is equal to 999. Now you take the second breath, another -1, it is 998. So similarly it goes on, and 1 is left, -1 is equal to 0, and there is no information. The counter is closed, so no next breath is happening. This information is stored in the kidney essence. So who should control the inhalation?
Kidney.
Kidney should control, because that is where the counter is. If somebody else is managing, the count may get missed, isn't it? So kidney, the number of breath is, so I am breathing in, breathing out. So why do Ayurveda or yoga, etc., they say your breathing should be slow? Because you are not taking birth with fixed time. You are taking birth with fixed breath. So if you slow down the breath, what will happen to the time that you live? It will expand. If you breathe fast, what happens? Your time will reduce. Okay, clear? So this is my way of thinking. Why kidney? Because kidney essence is there, and in the kidney essence there is the number of breath stored, and every time you breathe, the counter keeps on reducing, and kidney will keep track of that, and whenever it becomes 0, it will not pull the alveoli downwards, and it is at an energy level. Okay, everybody is okay with this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Interesting?
very interesting, sir.
Huh? It is a very low BP. Okay. Nobody is opening their mouths.
Very interesting, sir.
Yes, sir. Very nice.
Now with this, yes. Okay, with this we will try to understand. We'll try to understand some concepts which is given in the book. So we will try to understand asthma. Okay. Chapter 13. Chapter 13. There is so many things, all of that can be covered. Whatever can be covered, we will take up some of it. So chapter 13, page 49. Okay, in treatise 13. Sorry, treatise 12. In English. In Hindi, the page number may be different. So let us try to understand what is asthma.
Problem in breathing.
Hmm?
Problem in breathing.
Problem in difficulty in respiration. Can we say? Difficulty in I have purposefully told respiration, not inhalation. Respiration is inhalation plus exhalation. So if there is problem in inhalation, then also it can create asthma. If there is a problem in exhalation, then also it can create asthma. Okay. So before we go through this, okay, we'll write this. Now let's try to understand the alveoli, and from there we will move forward. So what is there? This is the balloon, and around this there is blood supply, right? There is blood supply. So one end is managed by, one end of the alveoli is managed by, okay, this end is managed by lungs. And the other end is managed by, pulling is managed by
Kidney.
kidney. Okay. And the blood is managed by,
Kidney.
blood
Heart.
is managed by
Heart.
heart. Blood by heart. Okay. And what goes in to the inside? What goes in apart from O2 and CO2? What goes in? What goes in? Air chi. Air chi is what? Air chi is O2. And apart from that, what goes in?
Nutrition.
Nutritive chi. And nutritive chi is managed by digestive system. Right? Can we say? Managed
Yes.
by?
Stomach and spleen.
Managed by. I'm specifically saying digestive system. It is no spleen and stomach. But to simplify, I say digestive system. Clear? Everybody is okay up to this point. So
Yes, absolutely.
what is there? What is going along apart from this air chi? O2 and CO2 comes under air chi. What else is going? It is the nutrition which is going through the blood. The blood vessel is carrying blood and nutrition. So how do I write nutrition? So let me say So I will, along with this, I will say in the blood vessel. Okay, I'll write like this. In the blood vessel, there is, along with the blood, there is nutrition flowing, because only with the nutrition, so red blood is by heart and nutrition is by
Digestive.
nutrition by digestive. Okay. Up to this part, everybody is okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So we have lungs, we have kidney, we have heart, and we have digestive system. 4 things involved. So how many types of asthma can come? Asthma. There are different types.
Problem of inhalation, exhalation.
First one is asthma is related to bronchial,
Inhalation.
Lungs.
bronchial asthma. If there is a problem in lungs, because of which there is a problem in respiration, it is called as bronchial asthma, related to lungs imbalance. Okay, so if there is a bronchial asthma, difficulty will be in the inhalation or the exhalation?
Exhalation.
Difficulty in exhalation. Okay. Difficulty in So in that situation, we will have to treat lungs, right? Second. So second is kidney. So it is called as renal asthma. Renal asthma. So here, this is related to
Inhalation.
Related to
Inhalation.
Related to kidney imbalance.
So renal asthma is also in Western medicine?
Yes.
Modern medicine?
Yes.
Okay.
Renal asthma. And here the difficulty will be in the inhalation. Okay. Clear? And what is the third one? The third one is cardiac asthma. It is related to heart. Cardiac asthma. So related to the blood supply to the alveoli. So related to heart. Heart imbalance. Now here there will be difficulty in respiration during exertion. Whenever they have to do work, climb the stairs. What has to do? The heart has to pump more, and the heart is not able to pump, then they will find it difficult to inhale. So breathlessness during exertion. During clear. So now if there is difficulty during all the other time they are okay, but during activities their breathlessness happens, then you have to treat what? You have to treat
Heart.
So if there is a problem in inhalation, you have to treat kidney. If there is a problem in exhalation, you have to treat lung.
Lungs.
And if there is problem during exertion, you have to treat
Kidney. No. Heart.
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 Right? Heart, kidney, and lungs. Now, fourth one is dyspeptic asthma. Dyspeptic asthma. So dyspeptic means
Related to digestive?
is related to digestion. Asthma due to poor digestion and nervous reflexes through vagus nerve is called dyspeptic asthma. So related to poor digestion. To poor digestion. Now, here you have to treat what? Treat digestive system. Treat digestive system to improve the asthma. So these people's asthma will be no, they will have a primary characteristics of poor digestion. Appetite will be low, or a lot of phlegm will get created, right? So the phlegm will go and accumulate in the alveoli. So now this is the alveoli, and here is your blood. Generally, the blood supply is more in the lower part of the alveoli. Now, if the lot of phlegm is there, what will happen? It will go and sit inside. Now, will the exchange of gases, that is carbon dioxide and oxygen, will it happen? If it is getting blocked, the air will not go up to this part. The air will not go. It will come. So it will come only up to here and then go back. So the actual exchange happens here. More exchange and less exchange. Now, if it can enter up to the bottom part, so if it can enter up to here, there will be good exchange of gases. But because of poor digestion, what has happened? The phlegm has got and accumulated in that part. So accumulation of phlegm due to accumulation of phlegm due to poor digestion, leading to poor exchange of gases. leading to poor exchange of gases. What is gases? CO2 and O2. This part is clear? Dyspeptic asthma.
Yes, sir. Very clear.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
But now
Yes,
this,
sir.
which points?
And fifth one is allergic asthma. So when something goes in, so this is so along with oxygen, something else goes. Some either fumes, some kind of fume goes in, or some kind of pollen goes in, or some kind of dust goes in, or any other thing goes in. What happens? The body is not capable to handle this part. Unable to handle this is called as allergens. This is called as allergens. The body or the lungs is not able to handle the allergens. And this creates allergic asthma. This, whatever allergen is going, it blocks the functioning of the, or partially blocks the functioning of the lungs. So it creates inflammation. This creates inflammation in the walls of the alveoli. So what do you call this? This is inflammation. Inflammation due to allergens. And this interferes in the, this inflammation interferes in the exchange of the gases. In the previous thing, what was interfering? It was the phlegm. Here it is, this inflammation interferes in the exchange of the gases. So now we have to treat the inflammation. So treat the related to inflammation due to allergens or related to allergens. Treat and this, up to this part, everybody is clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, the points are given in the book. Should I write the points or you can read the book?
You can read from the books. You can read from books. No.
Others?
Read the book.
Read it in the book, sir.
You can read the book, right? So sir has
Okay, sir.
given type 1, no, group 1, group 2, etc. So like say now I have written here treat lungs. What aspect of lungs you have to treat? Either lungs chi, lungs in, or something else. So, or in kidney, what do you treat? Kidney chi, kidney yin, kidney yang. What do you treat? Or kidney essence. Or in cardiac asthma, what do you treat? You have to treat heart. But what of heart? You have to treat heart fire, or heart chi deficiency, heart yang deficiency, heart yin deficiency. There are so many different parameters. We are not getting into all the different parameters. So it is more detailed. So asthma has these different types, but each of those type has different further refined diagnosis, which you will have to do. But sir has simplified and given two groups in majority of them. So you can use those points which sir has given in the book, or you can further diagnose and use the standard patterns of protocol. Okay. See, in
Yes, sir.
cardiac asthma, sir has given heart chi deficiency, heart yang deficiency, which are standard points. But in terms of say allergic asthma, he has given some a different set of points, which uses Dr. Wohl's points also, right? So in this way, there are different types of asthma. Okay, and there is also something called panting. So there is something called panting. So panting, what is panting? When somebody breathes like this, excessive breathing. Excessive.
Yes,
Excessive
we can say sound while breathing.
/ shallow breathing. Okay. So in that, sir has told there are two types. So there is two types. Excess type and deficiency. Okay. And sir has excess type is an external attack of wind cold. What is this excess type of panting? One of the pattern is of the lungs. There is external wind attack on lungs. External wind cold attack on lungs. External wind heat attack on lungs. So excess type there is external, you have wind attack on lungs. Only wind attacks. And next you have wind plus cold. When the wind is carrying the cold, when that attacks lungs, it is called external wind cold attack on lungs. And if the wind is carrying heat, so it is called wind plus heat, wind heat attack on lungs. And there is, if it is carrying dampness, we call it as wind cold, wind damp, wind dampness, wind damp plus cold attack on lungs. So these are the different types of attacks which can happen on the lungs. Wind attack, wind cold attack, wind heat attack, wind damp cold attack. Okay. So sir says this excess type is wind cold attack on lungs. It is external points sir has given. You can see the book. External wind plus cold attack on lungs. Okay. And in deficiency type, what is the deficiency? Different types of deficiency in lungs. Lungs Qi deficiency, lungs Yang deficiency, right? So deficiency type, sir has told it is lungs Qi okay. Now with this, I have 5 minutes left. I will share the, like I had told yesterday, right, about the case aortic stenosis, aortic valve stenosis from very severe aortic valve to no aortic stenosis to so it was probably run in 10 days. And I had treated lungs. The question was, why treat lungs for a valve? Problem in valve. The protocol that I had used was the lungs is that external wind plus damp plus cold attack on lungs. This is a protocol I had used. Why? See now, like this, like it is your ability to understand the problem in a very different perspective. Now the heart is there. Right. So this is left ventricle, and from there is a valve. There is a valve, and from there what happens? The blood goes out into the aorta. And this valve, which is controlling the aorta, the blood to the aorta, this is called as aortic valve. Okay, so what happens in the left ventricle? When the pressure has to get built, and when the pressure is built, it pumps, it pushes, and the blood goes out. And the blood goes out, and then once again the valve has to close. So it has to open, and the left ventricle will push, pressure will get created, and the blood will go off. And when the ventricle is relaxing, what should be done? The valve should be closed. So this pressure building activity is happening in which? This is a subsection of an organ. this chambers are subsection of subpart of heart. Subpart of heart. But there is one organ which mainly does this to build the pressure. Which is that organ?
Lungs.
See, I expand, inhale, and I hold. What is happening? The pressure is getting built. And what I do? The pressure is getting released. Here the air is going out. Okay, the air intake of air is happening, and output of air is happening. And the mechanism is the same. Take in, build pressure, and let it out. Right? In lungs, what is happening? And in lungs, what is happening? So air is coming in and air is going out. And in the chambers of the heart, what is happening? In the chambers of the heart, blood is coming in and blood is going out. But the mechanism is the same. The content is different. Here the air is coming in, air is going out. There the blood is coming in, blood is going out. But the mechanism is the same. Take in, the air is going in, creating pressure and coming out with pressure. Here blood is going in and coming out with higher pressure. Okay. Now body has to use this. There is a general process. In those who are into coding is those who write programs. Right? In coding, there is something called, in programming, computer programming,
అయిపోయింది క్లాస్ కూర్చున్నారు
అయిపోలేదు
okay, you
చెప్తున్నారు
mute
జరగండి
please.
ఆన్లో పెట్టు ఆడియో
Ramashri, you have to
సారీ
mute.
సార్
In computer programming, there is there is a main program. Right? They will be writing main program and they will be calling a function. So there is one sub program. So this is main program and this is a sub program. And this is called a function. So imagine this is a function which does addition. So there is a main program and I am writing and there is a requirement of a sub program. So they will call this program, pass the parameters and let it back. And somewhere else there is a requirement of this sub program. So they will call this and then return back. So similarly they will do it in many places. Okay. You get this point? Okay. So one more else. So they call this and return it back. So similarly, this function of intaking, creating pressure and sending out with a higher pressure. So what is the function? Intake and send out with higher pressure. So this is a function. which is managed by lungs. You can call it in the heart, you can call it in the kidney, you can call it in the UB, you can call it in the ovaries, you can call it in the heart, you can call it in the liver, any place. Right? Now, I had written this figure, which you should not forget. Right? So in every organ, the other organ's function is coming and doing the work. Now in that organ, the heart, the valve is not functioning properly. So now there is an option for me to treat the heart or the function which is managing that subpart of intake, build pressure, and send it out. Okay. So based on some other parameters, I thought this is what is happening and I treated lungs. So there is, and that gave that fantastic result. So I'm trying to correlate that with this chapter. Is it for how many of you are able to grasp it, what I told?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Seriously, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Clear?
It was the interlink between heart and lungs which you consider and the functioning of the lungs which has been also being done in the heart. So
Yes.
you analyzed many things and you came to this conclusion.
Yes. So diagnosis is, this is how you do the diagnosis. And it is not a very, no, like simple thing. Like A for apple, B for ball. No, it doesn't function like that. The body is not so simple. So it is a lot of complexities involved. And to understand all that complexity and correlating. See, in the initial part, you will find difficulty. But later part, it will become easier once you grasp it. Okay. So this is the thought behind the usage of that protocol for that patient, which I discussed yesterday. Hope it was interesting. Everybody enjoyed today's class?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Sir.
Acha. Okay. So with this, I hand it back to Ravindra sir. Ravindra sir is there? I think Ravindra sir. Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Now audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, really, this kind of understanding, clarity is very hard to get it, my dear friends. So on behalf of every one of you, I really, from the bottom of my heart, I extend my gratitude to our beloved faculty, Professor Krishnamurthy sir. Tomorrow, the same class will continue. There are 3 classes. One in the morning, 11:30 on third semester TCM by Professor Sangeeta Barmaji. Evening, Dr. Nilima Patilji will take on BHB. She is also a wonderful lecturer, faculty. Our Sangeeta Barmaji, all of them are really seniors and they are doing a human service by communicating the gist from the point of view of examination, the gist, the tatparya. So which is going to be very useful to you in facing examination. Not only that, even to practice. So kindly make use of this opportunity, and on behalf of every one of you, I once again thank Krishnamurthy sir for conducting such a wonderful enthralling session, I should say. So till we meet tomorrow, Good night. Thank you, friends.
Okay, thank you also. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good day, sir.
Good night.